Meanwhile, get to my favorite topic of conversation in the SEC West. Arkansas. All right, Ron. I'm going to ask you to talk a little bit about Arkansas, and I'm going to start with this. Is Arkansas going to win a single game in 2020?
I say they got a shot against Missouri. So you wait until that last week. I'm sorry, that second to last week. You wait for it. Because that's your one. I'm also not very high on Tennessee. That's
getting in the East.
That's my I know, but that's my history. I know that in the East.
Oh, okay.
But if you're talking about whether they go to the schedule for the winner.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe Tennessee, but nah, man, this is a squad that's on the downside. Like your man Pittman, right? We're excited for what he could bring. It's just this ain't the year.
Well,
right, we were excited what he would bring when everybody was healthy. I don't know what he can do right now. I would say that there's a lot of chaos that could happen, but it's not at the top. It's all in the middle, and Arkansas is at the bottom. Well, not the bottom, because you could probably beat Mizzou.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Nah, Mizzou would have been bowl eligible last year. They had a bowl ban for a stupid reason. Like, Mizzou was decent, and then they fired their head coach. And then their head coach became Arkansas's defensive coordinator.
I'd say if they get 2 wins this season, it's going to be a rousing success.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Like, it is the toughest schedule on the face of the planet. Look, you got Felipe Franks, who probably beats Kentucky last year if he doesn't dislocate his ankle, which is the thing that happened. You get Kendall Briles, who is the only member of the Briles family that, we still kind of talk about in a halfway decent manner. And also the only person that was a part of that Briles system at Baylor that seems how to run the damn offense. Looking at you, Philip Montgomery. You also get, as I said, Barry Odom to coach the defense. And you got Hot Sauce Davis out there coaching offensive line. And then you got Mr. Yezer as your head coach. And I love me some Sam Pittman. I like Arkansas too. I just like Arkansas in 2022. Not in 2020. That said, I think Arkansas should be ranked. I think Arkansas should be... No. Hear me out on this.
I'm not against it.
Arkansas should be ranked based entirely on their schedule. No, Arkansas is a permanent top 25 team this year because who the hell gave them the schedule? So, my favorite part of the scheduling conflict in the SEC, right now we're talking Big Ten about how Minnesota and Wisconsin got the best schedules outside of Ohio State because they don't have Ohio State on their schedule, right? And we're talking about how Nebraska did dirty because Nebraska talks too much. In the SEC coaches call, apparently somebody got real loud about scheduling going, what algorithm did you use to come up with these schedules? Because we're looking at Arkansas' schedule. And my God, you open against Georgia. You got Florida on the schedule. You got LSU on the schedule. You got Alabama on the schedule. Where's the win? Nah, they ain't got no wins. They only got L's. It's all about how many points. Are we gonna see a running clock in the second half? Nah.
Oh no.
Schedule. Look. I love the kids they got. Like Trey Knox, Trey Burke. They're gonna be good. I'm mad that Raheem Boyd only gets this 1 year with Kendall Briles because I think he could thrive in this system. KJ Jefferson and Malik Hornsby behind Felipe Franks are also going to be good. Again, they're just too young. They also got one of the great all-time names at linebacker. My man's name is Bumper Poole. Bumper Poole.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Next to Levi Draper. And they got a bunch of my kids playing on the defense over there, and Miles Slusher's probably going to start next to Jalen Catalon. I'm excited to see what Arkansas actually does. I'm just not expecting Arkansas to win a damn thing. All right, to the SEC East we go. It's Georgia's division in a year in which there's a lot of people that are picking Florida. But Florida can't seem to beat Georgia. And it's so one-sided that it's called Florida-Georgia line, not Georgia-Florida line. No, nothing. You rolling your eyes.
No, I'm dying. I'm dying over here.
That is a peak white dad joke. I don't understand why this is not just having you rolling.
Nobody laughs at dad jokes. The you've taken 5 years off the back end of my life. That joke was as bad as 20 years of smoking. So congratulations.
Okay, who are you picking to win the SEC East?
I'm picking Georgia. They this is just all coming from the gut. I don't have a lot of faith in Mullen down in Florida. I would love to see Trask be better, but Georgia has the talent. I haven't seen the type of exodus from other top tier programs from Georgia. And like you say, Florida ain't beat Georgia yet.
What Florida has that Georgia doesn't is an offensive identity. They know who they're going to be. They're going to be pass it all on grass and throw the ball to Kyle Pitts on third down. They also know who the quarterback is. Georgia don't even know who the quarterback is. They got Dwan Mathis and JT Daniels out there vying for a job. Dwan Mathis had brain surgery last year. JT Daniels blew out his ACL last year. You got a new offense coordinator in Todd Munkett. Now, you returned 5 tailbacks that I really love. Or I should say you returned 4, you add a 5th. You got James Cook, you got Zamir White, you got Kenny McIntosh, you got Kendall Milton. That's before we get to Dejan Edwards, okay? You're also going to ask a lot out of like Demetrius Robertson and whatnot to help you in the passing game because George Pickens can't do it his damn self. But you lost 3 starters on the offensive line. And you're asking Kirby Smart and Glenn Schumann to, or not Glenn Schumann, the linebackers coach, Dan Lanning is the defense coordinator, to continue to pitch shutouts while y'all figure out who y'all are going to be. By the time they get to Florida, perhaps they have that figured out, and this is a wash. I'm picking Georgia based entirely on defense wins championships, but not knowing who my quarterback is and what the offensive identity is gives me a little bit of concern. So, like, the game that I'm going to be watching this weekend is definitely going to be Georgia-Arkansas. But I'm going to have my eye on Florida because, again, they ought to be good. But how much better? Because, like, going from 10 wins to 11 wins, that's real hard in the SEC East when you got to play a number 4 team in the country every single year. All right. So, from there, stack these up. Tennessee, Kentucky, Mizzou. How they going to end? I mean, we can throw Vanderbilt in there if that's what you really want to do. I don't really consider Vanderbilt a part of the SEC, even if they do.
Hey man, like every conference needs somebody that bolsters the graduation grade. So Vandy's out there doing a very vital job for the conference.
You talked about Ole Miss. We didn't skip Ole Miss.
We might have said the word Lane Kiffin twice.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's going to be Matt Corral or it's going to be John Rice Plumlee.